what have we got here? It's another Sofirn, and it's completely different than any other that I've ever had. Let's go over it. So this is the new Sofirn SK40. It's powered by a 21700. Look at that tail switch there, like a little star pattern on it. Comes with the standard Sofirn labeled 21700. Just charged it up a little bit ago. We're gonna get this thing out in the dark tonight and see what it can do. This thing came with the clip on it. Has that tail switch I already showed you. Has a side switch that we'll go over. It is going to have a SFT70 emitter in there, and that emitter has really good throw. It's like the step up from the SFT40, and it also has a boost driver, which means that it's going to boost the current up as this battery depletes. It's going to boost it up and keep it going, keep it bright for even longer. That's just, you know, real quick summary of like what a boost driver does. There's lots of really good information out there. I'm no expert. Go check it out from the experts and find out what a boost driver can do for you. But I like it because it's gonna make that battery more efficient. It's gonna grab that current and not get the battery as hot and work it as hard, because it's going to grab just a little bit of current and boost it up and make that emitter work like it needs to. They did a really good job. I'm impressed. We'll go over the run times like I do in my nighttime shots. I'll show you the run times of each level, how long the battery will last. I like doing that for y'all. I don't really like reading the manual in the videos, but I will at least include that. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Right away you see that nice little green button there. It'll go to green flashing, and then red. Red will let you know that you can charge it up right here. I'm still charging my batteries outside of the flashlight. I'm just that way. But you do have that option, the Type-C charging here, and this little door, this little flap right here, they did a good job with it. It hasn't been flying open. I haven't had it pulled up in the pocket, so that's been good. Let's turn it off and show you something really quick. So when you hold down on this side button and turn that on, and I've been doing it single-handedly, it comes up in moonlight mode. That's really cool, because then you're gonna be able to save your night vision. Doesn't matter where you left it, because it does have memory. Wherever you left it no longer matters if you need moonlight mode, because you can just, I'll even show you how I've been doing that with one hand. I just hold that side button, go ahead and turn it on, and now you're reading this little manual or whatever. You know, you didn't just turn it on in the high setting. I like that. Here's another cool little feature that I appreciate. Obvious double press for turbo. That's not that huge of a deal, because there's a lot of lights that do that. But what I really like about this light, and there's been a couple others that I've been having come through here lately, is where you can double press and get back to moonlight. And it's not going back to that because we were just at it. We can go ahead and step it up to low, and then turbo, double press, going to take you back to moonlight. So no matter what you're in, you can always double press for turbo, double press for back to moonlight. Pretty neat little feature, so that way you know that you have those two extremes right here at your fingertips. Strobe warning, you also have strobe with 3 presses right there at your fingertips. Double press is going to get you the SOS. Double press again is going to get you beacon, where it just randomly flashes. So if you were like in an emergency setting, you could just set this out. Need somebody to find you, you could do that. Or, you know, if you're in the woods, going to leave the tent for a minute, don't want to get lost, set that out by your tent, go where you need to go, do what you got to do, come back to this little thing sitting here flashing. Pretty cool. and then double press will get you back to the standard strobe. Going through these, you're just going to simply press the side button to go from low, medium, high, and at any time, even at high, you double press for turbo. Really simple, really well thought out. Now, if you want to come out of this mode, because this mode is called something, I said I wasn't going to read the manual, but I don't want to misquote anything right now. Let's look at this. This says that we are in duty mode. That's right. So we're in duty mode. If you wanted to go into tactical mode, you would just long press while it's on, and long pressing while it's on would switch over to this tactical mode. And in tactical mode, we'll go ahead and go into it. So long press from on. Now we're in tactical mode. And what that means is you're going to mash this side button and you're in turbo. And then you mash it again, you're in medium, low, and that's all you got. And then double press for strobe. It's actually going, I was wrong, medium to turbo. It's just going medium to turbo, and then double press for strobe. And then I remember reading this, if you are off and you mash this button back here, no matter what you do, it's just going to come on in turbo. If you partially press it, like a double bump, and even turn it on, it'll come on in strobe. You lose a lot of features here, but some people may like this because they just want access to strobe and turbo on the back here, and they only want low and turbo, or medium and turbo, and double press for strobe. Some people may want that. I'm the kind of guy that I kind of like the other options over here, where you're going to have everything available that I just showed you in tactical mode, plus all of the other features. And I should have shown you initially before we ever went to tactical. We're back in duty mode now. One thing I didn't show you when we were originally in duty mode is this feature, where now we're coming on in memory mode. Whatever you leave it in, it's going to come on in memory. So that's low. See how it keeps coming on in low? But you can double bump it where you don't turn it on all the way. See how it's in momentary turbo? Because I double pressed but didn't turn it on all the way. You can do that with wherever you were in memory. That's just a single press, and then double press. Didn't do it fast enough. Double press, you got to go fast to get turbo, then you can turn it all the way on, or could have just done momentary and turned it back off. Lot of really cool shortcuts, and they're simple shortcuts. It doesn't take a lot to memorize any of that. It's not a huge deal to pull this thing out and get it exactly where you want it, be it the lowest moonlight or the highest turbo. You have instant access to pretty much wherever, and you even have access to wherever you left it since it has memory. I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to get it out tonight and show you what it can do in the dark up against this Brynite PT16A. Now this Brynite is a lot pricier than the Sofirn SK40. I mean, they're really comparable, as you can see, and they are going to be quite different in price. The price point on these two is going to be like triple the price. I know, even little Rosie just came in and checked it. She's like, whoa, I'm not doing triple the price. But it's still a great light. I'm not picking on either one of these. I mean, they're both great. That's why I'm going to compare them. That's why I have them both. I don't keep lights around that I don't like. I really like both of these, so in case you have one or the other, we're just going to go ahead and compare them so you have an idea of how they perform. So let's get them out. Here we are in the dark now, and I've got this thing turned way down on moonlight mode. Really is low. They did a good job. This is not as high as like what people are saying the SK1 is. This is a lot better in my opinion. It's going to be, you know, more like that right there where it's not as blinding. Let's go ahead and step it up. There's the next level, and reaching out there really well, not using a lot of battery, just a nice amount of light. Check out that spill already. That's just the next step up. And we turned it up another one. Now we have a lot more reach, going out a lot further. You angle up and get out there further. Nice spill. Next level up. That's going to be high. We haven't even gotten to turbo yet. And we're throwing way out there. There was deer out there in the far reach earlier today, and I'd be lighting those deer up. Absolutely no problem at all. Very nice. And then there's turbo. We'll leave it there for a second. I'm going to go ahead, get this Brynite out and just compare these two. See what we're looking at. So the Sofirn is going to stay on the left. We'll put the Brynite over on the right. Check that out. Very, very comparable. Look at all that pollen already setting in. No surprise. So again, the SK40 on the left, and the pretty much triple the price Brynite on the right. Both are great lights, excellent lights. But if you wanted to save some funds, you could go ahead and grab that SK40 on the left there, and it's going to do really good. Very impressive. Let's take this SK40 down some trails, see how it does. Now out here on the trails, this light is doing really good for walking trails, seeing what you need to see. I'm looking on camera to make sure you can see what I'm seeing. I like the spill, so you can kind of light up where your feet are fixing to be, and then you've got that hot spot to reach on out there and take care of some distance. Going into the darkness there to see what you're dealing with. Really good amount of light. So good multitasking, multi-purpose type light. We're on medium power now. We'll go ahead and step it up. That's high. I'm happy with it. I really am. It's a good amount of light for just about anything you want to get out here and do. All right there in the pocket. Not bad at all. You want to save power, you can step it down. Then you have some distance, you want to really reach down and shine it up. Go ahead and hit turbo. It's good stuff. Awesome. So as usual, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments, and as always I will do the best that I can to answer your questions, and I really appreciate you watching, and until next time, I'll be wandering around in these woods trying to figure out what the dogs are barking at. I figured it out. It's a miniature black panther. She's got a collar on, so she must be domesticated.